Hey everyone, Samuel with Extreme Duty. Today, we're doing a Mad Yeti adventure out here in the desert, but one of the things we're going to do is review this sun kettle. This sun kettle, supposedly you can boil water, reheat your food for the rehydration, coffee, sanitation, if you need to do some body wash. This little sun kettle is going to do it. Once you fill it, it just goes inside, 2 cups of water, take the cap, put it on. All right, we have the cap screwed on. So now we're just gonna lift this up, open up the wings, expose the mirrors. The mirrors is what you want facing towards the sun. When you lay it down on the ground, you want the shadow behind it. Now we're gonna play the waiting game because we're gonna see how long this actually takes to heat this 2 cups of water.
Hey, Scrappy, a watched pot never boils. What are you doing over there, flossing?
Well, it's been about 35, 36 minutes. Still has not boiled, but it is hot enough to make an instant cup of coffee. We have the ideal conditions. I'm in the desert. It's about 75 degrees. The sun is bright and shiny. Granted, it's only about 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's not at its peak time yet, but this has been going on for about 35, 36 minutes. We're gonna let it go for about an hour, maybe an hour, 10, 15 minutes, or until it starts boiling. And we'll let you know when that happens.
There he is, making friends.
It's been about an hour and 6 minutes, and it's actually, the water is actually pretty hot. You stick your finger in it and it burns. It's kind of like your sink water. This is enough that you would turn it down. We're still at the coffee era. We're just waiting for it to boil, but we think it's almost there. Oh, man.
Literally watching water boil.
Hey. All right, guys, the clock just hit an hour and a half, so we're going to open it up and see how it is. All right, you saw the steam. It's either right close to a boil or it has been boiling, but I put my finger in it, which don't try that at home. I am not a professional, and it burned. So I think you can rehydrate your food, make your coffee, make your little instant oats, and it works.
So we've been able to determine that this does officially work. This does get water, if not boiling, to a very close boiling point. We checked it about every 30 minutes, and it went from being refrigerator cold water all the way up to being too hot to comfortably touch. So it'll definitely reconstitute food. It will definitely, cook or make hot beverages. What are your thoughts?
Well, the time-wise, we did it in the morning time, so hour and a half. It's hot enough to make some coffee, rehydrate some food, your instant meals or whatever. If we did it at, the hottest time of the day, it probably would have taken less time. However, even if we did 2 hours, this probably would have been at a rolling boil, and that would have been done for everything. Even purifying your water, because at 212 degrees, this would purify that water.
Big bubbles, no troubles?
Big bubbles, no troubles. And I mean, it's 75, 76 degrees out here. This is ideal temperature. I would say yes, it is a great tool to have. It does have a function. So one more tool in the toolbox. And, this is a interesting little thing.
I keep this in my car, in my sort of everyday everyday carry. I've got a large truck with a camper shell in the back, so this is something that I can throw in the back and not even have to think about it. But when we're out here in the anza-borrego desert in Southern California, if Scrappy here decides he wants a cup of coffee, I've got a solution for him if we don't want to build a fire or something like that. So for practical everyday use, probably not the best thing for waking up on a camp out and wanting to make a cup of coffee. You'll probably be better off building a fire if you don't have a gas stove or a jet boil or something like that.
I will say, though, if you put it on before all that, you can probably have a nice little hot wash so you can wash your dish or yourself, before you have that fire for that coffee. So,
yeah. So either way, it takes some time. I tested this out yesterday. Yesterday with heavy cloud cover at my house, and it was noticeably warmer than the tap cold temperature that comes out of the tap. I did it the day before in the late afternoon, left it on for about an hour or so, and it was definitely noticeably warm enough where you'd be, if you were camping, you'd be able to wash up or clean up. But other than that, this would definitely be more of a off the grid type use for practical use.
I think so. It definitely has some type of use for it.
Yeah. So you're already subscribed to him, or if not, you at least search for it and found this video somehow. Go ahead and check out my social media. You can find me on Instagram at mad_Yeti_. No affiliation with the cooler company. But
and I'm still extreme duty. And this is brought to you by Mad Yeti Off-Road Club. It's
thanks
a
for
fun
watching.
club.
Yeah, thanks for checking out.
Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Pow!